photo cam with one of my favorite magazines, Lauren from The Knot, also known as The Naughties.
That's right.
And so I just want to talk to you a lot about wedding and trends in wedding, because pen and paper and wedding go hand in hand.
They do. Now, we are seeing lots of new trends for this year that we're so excited about. Love white weddings, but now we're seeing colorful weddings, which is even more exciting. So people are really getting colorful. They're getting inspired by Radiant Orchid. Purple's always a big wedding color. And they're also doing things that are just a little bit different. Like, for example, we've seen this evolution of the farm wedding, the barn wedding. Now it's turning into this woodland wonderland. So kind of inspired by Sean Parker's wedding. It's gold, it's glam, but it's still natural, which is really cool. So we've been seeing a little bit of that and a little bit of people trying to figure out how to navigate social media. So it's either been an unplugged wedding where they check their phone at the door, or a totally supercharged wedding. Hashtag charging station, the whole 9 yards. So it's, every couple's kind of feeling differently on this, and we love kind of seeing what people are doing and how they're making it their own and how they're making it feel comfortable and unique to them.
Yes. Okay, so I have a question for you as an etiquette expert. How do you feel, or what do you suggest to people about showing pictures of the bride during the ceremony?
We like to say at The Knot that we know what the etiquette is and we'll tell you, but you don't have to follow it.
Well, yes.
If it were up to me, I would say no, don't share. It's just such a personal moment. That being said, I shared a picture this week, and I was just at a wedding. The bride and groom looked so amazing. We had a sunset picture of them, and I sent it over to the girls of The Knot so they could post it on their Instagram page. But she was delighted.
I
asked her permission first. But it's funny because you kind of want to be the first one to share that picture, or you want to at least have rights to whether or not that picture is shown. Like, oh, I don't look so good in that picture, So I think wait if you can, unless the couple has really encouraged the sharing. Like if they've put the hashtag on their programs, or they've really encouraged it beforehand, like if it's a wedding weekend and you've been sharing all weekend, fine. But I would say use your judgment.
That's great. I always say it's her story to tell.
It
so
is.
If she's given you permission to tell the story, do that. But I love that. And to remember that the program is almost permission.
Right.
But I love that you asked the permission of the bride before.
Oh, yes.
I'm sure it was fine with her.
Yes, she enjoyed it, yeah. She's like, this is so exciting.
Okay, so my final question is a stationery confession. So we're going into the depths of stationery here.
All right.
So do you have one, Lauren?
I do. I write letters to strangers. I have a letter writing blog, which I've kept for a couple of years now, and I find random people to write letters to, and I get a lot of requests from people to write letters on their behalf. It's called Letters from Lauren, and it's been so much fun to send letters to strangers who oftentimes write back, and to send letters on behalf of other people who maybe don't quite have the words or they want to send a sentiment. It's so great. It's like an awesome experience to be able to be connected to someone else in that way that's unique and different, and to feel like you've been kind of a part of their life that day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's so much power in the pen. And
Totally.
so how do you choose the strangers? I mean, people write into you. Is that primarily how? Or?
No, actually, sometimes it's just like somebody who's made my day fantastic. Like, for example, the woman who tosses my salad at the salad shop near our office.
Oh, I love that.
It's all different kinds of people. Sometimes it's friends, family, relatives, people who have, graduated, married, things like that, birthday cards. But yeah, sometimes it's just strangers that I meet, like, in my travels, and people, somebody I sat next to on the plane once. Totally random. It's just if I have a connection with them, or we had somebody come in the other day to give us fire safety tips, and I was like, this is such a thankless job, but he's theoretically saving all of our lives by showing us where the right exits are, so we send him a letter.
I love it.
Yeah,
it's
really
such a great reminder to find those moments in our day that we're grateful for and acting on it.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Lauren, for
thank you so
joining
much
us.
for
This was
having
so fun
me.
to have you.
Awesome.